I'm Dwayne van der Vyver, I'm brand ambassador for Yamaha Marine Southern Africa for inflatable powerboat racing. From a young age, we always used to play with pencil ducks growing up with them. My dad had one, and as I grew older, started getting more interested in them, started playing around with them. And then in 2019, I got the opportunity to start racing. Each year we've got the grueling Thundercat race, 700 Ks. It starts in Plettenberg Bay and it finishes in Gordons Bay 5 days later. Competed in the standard class and we came second overall. And since then we've moved up to the modified class. Inflatable powerboat racing is not a very well-known sport, but it is a very high action, adrenaline-packed racing. Close racing, we travel all over the country. You get flat water circuit, which is mainly raced on dams and flat water. You get surf circuit, where you race through waves, jumping waves, and then you get the endurance factor, which is usually a minimum of a 100-kilometer race. Thundercat is one hell of a tough task to compete. You have to be mentally fit, physically fit, and above that your equipment needs to hold up. That's why we choose Yamaha. It's reliable. There's 3 classes in the racing series. Standard class, which is your out-the-box, bolt-on, go racing motors. Then you get the blueprint class, where there's minor alterations you're allowed to do. And then you get the modified class, which is basically open class. You can modify exhaust, head, you can play with the motor. To give you a reference, a standard boat does about 83, 84 k's an hour. In the modifieds, we see speeds upwards of 110 kilometers an hour. These motors in their modified state get an average of about 2.8 k's per litre. There are a vast variety of props that we use, all the way from a 14 pitch right up to a 21 pitch, depending on the sea conditions and water conditions. Flatter the water, the higher the pitch you would run. And your rough water, we always go for the Yamaha 15G prop, which is your best all-round prop for rough and flat water. The co-pilot is actually a very important part of the racing. He's not just there to keep you company on the boat. So these motors don't have what you call a trim and tilt. So you can't trim the boat. So your co-pilot is basically your trim. You would want him to move back on flat water to get the nose up, to ride on a cushion of air, to get as much air under the boat to get maximum speed. When the water's rougher or the wind's blowing, you would move your co-pilot to the front to keep the nose of the boat down so you can have a constant speed. There's quite a couple of brands around with the inflatable powerboats. You get Aquarius, Infanta, Caesar, Gemini and Mad Cat. We personally use the Infanta. We just found that it's the best all-round boat for us. The sport was developed in South Africa, so we like to keep it that South Africa stays on top. We've got the upcoming World Championship in Struisbaai in April, where we hope to have a South African as world champion yet again. So if you want to start racing, I'd look for a good second-hand combo that you get, a boat not older than, I'd say, a 2018 model on a trailer with preferably a Yamaha 50. And after that, just get in contact with us. You're welcome to follow us on Facebook, Team M71, and we can help you through it, get you on board, help you with all the advice that we can give, and take it from there. I'd like to thank some of my sponsors, which would be Yamaha Marine Southern Africa, Plet Yamaha, for building our motors, along with Atti Tromp, who is a well-known F1 powerboat racer, who personally builds all our motors and maintains them to make sure that they're fast enough and reliable.
Yeah, if you're an adrenaline jockey, you like speed, getting wet and all that stuff, get in front, try it out. I think you will like it.